Hello, Bears family. Before we start, don't forget to subscribe to Bears News Fan Report, leave a like, and activate notifications so you don't miss any updates about our team. Let's make some noise together and discuss everything happening with the Bears. Now, let's get to the point. Have you ever felt like a detective in the middle of a maze of contradictory clues? Well, that's exactly the mystery surrounding the Chicago Bears offseason. Every rumor, every signing, every non-pick in the draft could be the missing clue to unveil the next chapter in our story. Right after the virtual stands went silent, the question echoed through the hallways. Who will finally make opposing quarterbacks sweat at the line of scrimmage? With no star picks in the draft and no million-dollar shocks in free agency, the football department seemed to keep its secrets under lock and key. But then, out of the shadows, three figures emerged from obscurity. Xavier Carlton, Cal 1.98 m of pure strength, 18 sacks on his resume. Jeremy Robinson, Kansas 14 QB pressures, 5 forced fumbles. Cole Nelson, Virginia Tech shorter in stature, but a natural disruptor. Like infiltrated spies, they arrive quietly, but with the potential to turn the game around if they prove they can transfer their college explosiveness to the NFL stage. Meanwhile, in the corner of past defenders, the name Tysham Johnson appeared as a secret code, 1.75 m, 195 pounds, with explosion and game reading worthy of a legend. And there's still the possibility of a more experienced protagonist, Asante Samuel Jr., attracting attention even after a shoulder injury. On the offensive side, the fierce rumor of Kenneth Walker III haunted Seattle, a running back capable of bulldozing defenses, over 1,000 yards in his debut and 25 touchdowns in 3 seasons. If the Bears solve this puzzle, we not only gain firepower but also a strategy to breathe easy with a QB. Each clue, the subterfuge of the undrafted, the mystery in the secondary, the whirlwind that is Walker, makes this offseason a real enigma. Will this entire puzzle fit together and reveal a new paradigm in Chicago? Or will we end up with no answers, waiting for the next season? So, detective on duty, what do you think? Are we about to discover the key to resurrecting a sleeping giant, or is it all just a well-crafted conspiracy? Leave your hypothesis in the comments. If you like this video and want more content like this, follow our channel. The energy is rising, and the atmosphere in Chicago is about to explode. With all these changes and bold moves, Bears fans are finally starting to dream big again. But of course, the biggest challenge is now. The pressure for the Bears to show concrete results is not just about promises, it's about real action on the field. What once seemed like a rebuilding team is now starting to shape up as a force to be reckoned with. The crucial moment will be when these new additions to the team start to click. What's really exciting for Chicago fans isn't just the arrival of new names, but how these players are shaping a winning mentality. Xavier Carlton and Jeremy Robinson aren't just low-risk bets. They're players hungry to prove they can change the team's history. And Tysham Johnson, with all his determination, could be that quiet reinforcement that ends up making all the difference. But of course, the cherry on top would be the arrival of Asante Samuel Jr., who has the power to transform the Bears' secondary into a respected unit once again. On a team that has been constantly challenged by a lack of defensive consistency, the presence of a veteran like Samuel Jr. would bring the kind of stability the defense needs to truly dominate. And we can't forget the offensive revolution Kenneth Walker III could bring. With his potential addition to the roster, the Bears' offense would not only be more unpredictable, but also more powerful. The combination of an explosive running back like Walker, alongside a maturing Caleb Williams, could create a dynamic that no team wants to face. The Bears finally have a real chance to be a powerhouse again. But as any fan knows, it's on the field where promises become reality. Now, it's time to put the expectations to the test. So, what do you think, Bears fan? Are we about to see the rebirth of a historic team? Or is this just another illusion that will leave us waiting in the end? Leave your comment and share your opinion on the future of the franchise. What are your expectations for this season? As a Bears fan, I'm really excited about everything happening. We've been waiting a long time for a team that shows true grit and potential, and I think we finally have the right pieces to take that step. The arrival of guys like Xavier Carlton and Jeremy Robinson is exciting because we're betting on players who have something to prove, and that's exactly what we need Young players hungry to win and with a desire to change the narrative. What excites me the most is the possibility of seeing a real transformation in the defense. The addition of a player like Asante Samuel Jr., if it really happens, would be a game-changing move. He would bring the kind of solidity the Bears' secondary has been looking for years. And on the offensive side, bringing in Kenneth Walker III would be a game-changer. Having an explosive running back like him alongside Caleb Williams could create a combination that forces any defense to rethink its strategies. It's not just about numbers, it's about pressure and respect on the field. What I want to see now is how these young players perform in real situations with the pressure of Chicago on their shoulders. I think we finally have a chance to compete on an even playing field in the NFC North, something we haven't seen in a long time. Of course, there are still many challenges ahead, but the team seems to have the right mindset to bounce back and prove they can get to the top again. As a fan, I'm waiting with anticipation. I hope this season is the start of something big. Let's go, Bears.